For Fresh Kick Friday, today Mr. Vaquero has on his Nike Dunk Low Retro in black, phantom orange, and coral is the colorway. I tell you guys all the time, Nike gets a little fancy with their cut. Just call it what it is. It's off-white, black, and orange. They always got to give these fans, it's like Crayola when you look at the big box and they have Robin's egg blue. It's like, just call it light blue. Like, we know what this color really is. I remember when I was a kid, it was a big deal to try to create the next Crayola color. And you would send in your, suggestions, and you would win a big prize. Kind of like, I think Doritos and Lay's does kind of a similar thing with chips, where you get to suggest the next potential flavor for a chip. I feel like Nike does the same thing, where they come up with these crazy colors. Just call it what it is. And so I really like this particular pair of sneakers because it goes with this particular jersey. And yes, I am a New York Yankees fan, but similar to me wearing a Ken Griffey Jr. Seattle Mariners jersey earlier this year, this is my Cal Ripken Jr. Baltimore Orioles throwback jersey. And if you grew up in the 90s, you could root for whatever team you wanted. But if you were a Ken Griffey Jr. fan, that was okay. If you were a Cal Ripken Jr. fan, that was okay. They were two of the most iconic players growing up. I think Derek Jeter kind of fell into that mix as well, growing up in the 90s watching Major League Baseball. And so even though I'm a Yankee fan, even though the Orioles and Yankees are division rivals, I have a soft spot in my heart for the Orioles because I'm such a huge fan of Cal Ripken, who is one of the classiest players to ever play the game, played the game the right way, played every game. He actually holds the Major League Baseball record for most consecutive games played. Over on my counter, I have a picture of him when he broke the record. 2,131 consecutive games he played. He broke Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horses record. They used to call Cal Ripken the Iron Man because he never missed a game. He was just so consistent, one of the best shortstops to ever play. And for me, it was also really cool. You know, Yankee Stadium, I used to love going to visit my grandma and go to Yankee Stadium. It's a 3.5-hour drive to get up to Yankee Stadium. Baltimore is an hour and a half, hour 45, super easy drive. Camden Yards is this beautiful stadium that sits right in Baltimore Harbor. There's tons of stuff to do around the stadium. And so a lot of times my family would go see Yankee games at Camden Yards in Baltimore. And I used to love going to that stadium almost as much, if not more, than going to Yankee Stadium. I still love going to Camden Yards, going into Baltimore Harbor and seeing a baseball game there. And so for all of those reasons, even though technically the Yankees and Orioles are division rivals and I shouldn't like the O's or be wearing the O's, I feel justified because of my fandom for Cal Ripken and the stadium, Camden Yards in Baltimore, which is one of my favorite baseball stadiums in all of Major League Baseball. And so having this jersey, of course, knowing Mr. Vaquero, I gotta have a pair of sneaks that match, and that's why I purchased this particular pair. By the way, on sale with a discount code on top of that, as I tell you all the time. You can get really fresh kicks for not a lot of money. Keep an eye on the deals, keep an eye on the colorways that you like, keep an eye on the styles of sneakers that you like, and if you're into Air Maxes or Dunks or Jordan 1 Lows or things like that, you can usually find a pair at a good price that's going to look really sharp and match the fit and get you lots of compliments from your friends on the drip, which of course in this social media driven world is what we all want.